Let's be honest, most people don't actually read the budget. They just read headlines about the budget. 1 lakh tax relief trending, fiscal deficit ignored, capex numbers skipped. But if you really want to understand what Budget 2026 means for you, the markets and your money, you don't need the full budget document. You need to read these 5 sections correctly. Here's how to read Budget 2026 like an investor and not just a mere spectator. Start with the fiscal deficit and not tax announcements. Before income tax slabs or freebies, check fiscal deficit. Why? Because the fiscal deficit tells you how disciplined the government is. Basically, if the budget has a lower deficit, it indicates a positive sign for bonds, banks, and the rupee. On the contrary, if the deficit is higher, it indicates inflation worries, higher yields, and pressure on equities. So if Budget 2026 sticks close to its deficit target, markets usually stay calm even if taxes don't change much. Next, track capital expenditure. Capex means spending on roads, railways, defense, power, infrastructure. A rising capex number is bullish for cement, capital goods, infrastructure stocks, PSU banks. If Budget 2026 cuts or stagnates capex, markets will read it as growth slowing. Read what happens to taxes. Now comes the tax headlines. Don't just look at income tax slabs. Also track long-term capital gains, short-term capital gains, and derivatives taxation. As seen in past budgets, capital gains changes move markets more than salary tax relief. If Budget 2026 raises or reduces investment taxes, expect movement in the market. Watch sector mentions. Every budget has favorite sectors. If Budget 2026 repeatedly mentions manufacturing, defense, renewable energy, digital infrastructure, those sectors usually see immediate market interest. But here's the catch. Sectors not mentioned at all often underperform. In budget reading, silence can be just as important as announcements. Read the fine print. The finance minister's speech is for optics. The budget document is for markets. So what you can do in the budget market is read disinvestment targets, borrowing numbers, subsidy allocations, off-budget borrowings. Many budget day market reversals happen after analysts read the fine print. So if you are watching Budget 2026 this year, remember, budgets don't decide the market's future. They only reveal the government's priorities. If you can read those numbers right, you're already ahead of most investors on budget day.